Hey guys, Steph here from North Shore Bronco, and in today's video I want to go over my new power bank that I got. This thing is amazing. I've had it for a couple weeks now and I've actually been testing it already. This is the Bluetti EB55. It's a 700 watt inverter with a 1400 watt surge capacity, so that's more than enough for what I need it for. It's got 537 watt hours, which actually lasts quite a long time and can do a lot more than I thought it could. The reason I went with the Bluetti, they use Life PO4 cells. Basically what that does is that this unit can be recharged, discharged to zero, and recharged about 2,500 times. By the time this thing dies, probably have something else or whatever. It's got 12 outputs for multiple devices. It's got 200 watt max solar input, so which is pretty good. I mean, most overlanding rigs aren't going to have more than 200 watts of solar panel, not for like a single vehicle type setup. If I did have a solar panel on top, I can dual charge it through my AC inverter in my Bronco and through the solar panels at the same time, so it'll actually charge faster. I don't have a solar panel yet, but I will end up doing that when I do get one. All right, let's get into it. I'm not going to go into all the specific numbers and all that. I actually want to show you guys what I'm going to use it for, and hopefully if you guys have similar use, you can use it as well. So right now I'm at my father's camp. I'm going to show you our setup that we usually have. So the camp is wired for AC. We have an extension here on the outside of the building. It runs underground here, goes to this little shed on the side there. We have a solar panel mounted up in the tree, which goes in the shed. So let's go in and see. We have it's actually a 3,000 watt inverter, but we really don't need it. We just use it for lights in the camp. Got a little whatever solar charger thing. And we have two deep cycle batteries hooked up. I have all the lights on in the camp, plus this one, so it's saying it's using about 50 watts of power. So that's our setup, and in total, I think we spent, well, it's over $1,000 for all the components to build this setup. We've already changed those batteries. They're not the very expensive ones, but we've had to change those batteries twice already because of the cold. So now we're in the camp. It's all lights. They're all LED, CFL. Go outside, you. Okay, so nothing big here, but you know, it's nice to be able to plug in your phones and whatnot, so we don't need that high a wattage. Now that I have the Bluetti EB55, I just want to see how it would handle it to replace pretty much everything, because you're not going to bring those batteries home every time you go, so there's always the risk of the inverter getting stolen, the batteries getting stolen. But this little EB55 is so light, we can just bring it home when we're done. And now we have light. And this is the plug, the outlet for the camp. Plug that in. 42 watt output. So if this had a full charge, I did the math the other day, I think it could power the lights on the camp for 19 hours. We're never going to use it for 19 hours straight. So yeah, that little unit powers the camp. Even if you came for a week, that little unit, you wouldn't even have to recharge it just to run the lights on this camp. We wouldn't even need that solar panel, because you bring it home, you charge it at home, and then you bring it out when you need it. While we're driving around, we can top up the battery then, so we can make it last even longer. It's great. Now, while I have it in here, I just want to show you that it does have a top charger for the phone, and I know that some other units, people have said that they can't get their phones to charge without taking them out of the case. It is a little finicky with my phone in the case, but there we go. As you can see here, I got it charging with my phone in the case, which is great. The EB55 will charge your phone in the case. And that used up an extra 4 or 5 watts. Still got lots. This did not work at all. Alright, I guess I'm taking the whole panel. Things never go as planned, so just gonna fix this panel real quick. And of course, the sun's pretty much gone now. But let's see if we can still get a little bit of wattage going through. This panel's quite dirty. I had to take it down anyway to wash it. So this is a 100 watt panel, dirty, and the sun's pretty much gone. So let's see what happens. Well, it's getting something. Well, it's charging. I don't know how much, but yeah, for now I'm gonna go see if I have a concussion. It's fine. It's fine. It's always fine. Okay, so we camped overnight. Last night we used the light pole, and by disconnecting 3 of the lights and only leaving 1 LED light on at the minimum setting, I was able to bring it down to only 1 watt of usage. So basically you can run that for 570 hours. Then I charged my phone multiple times yesterday because, like I said, there's not really good reception here. This morning, got up, made 4 cups of coffee, and then I used the toaster and made some toast, and we are at 40%. And now I haven't recharged this at all since we got here. And now family left, so that's why it's actually quiet and I can actually talk and film. I'm gonna make a 5th cup of coffee because I'm just curious how many cups of coffee I can make. As you can see, it uses 565 watts for this Black & Decker single serve coffee maker. Now, I didn't get the EB55 to make coffee because I didn't think it would be powerful enough, because if you look at the wattage for most coffee makers, they're over 1,000. So we usually just use a Coleman stove, boil some water, and use a French press while camping, which is great, and I'm probably still going to do that most of the time. But having the convenience of this coffee maker when we're in the tent trailer, yeah, you can't beat that. And this coffee maker is so small, I might just keep it in a Bronco anyways. Even if I go on a solo outing, I can put it on the tailgate and just kind of brew a cup of coffee, and it's a lot easier to clean and waste less water than the French press. So I didn't buy this EB55 thinking that I could make coffee with it, but I'm super happy that it does. If you look at the specs on Amazon on this coffee maker, it's 750 watts, but as you can see, it actually only uses 560. So I don't know if it's 750 peak, but the EB55 can peak at 1,000 watts, so it's good anyway. And one of the big reasons I think that this type of coffee maker, like a single serve or even a like a thermos one, is because they don't have a hot plate on the bottom. They basically just warm it as it goes through, and that's it. So it doesn't use as much wattage as a coffee maker that has to warm up the water and has the hot plate on the bottom as well. We have a mini Keurig at work, so I tried that with it. That didn't work as well. Tripped it because it's the express one. It's very fast. It like instantly makes your coffee. So I think it's just too much of a surge in power. But hey, if you want an EB55, it's so light, it's so portable, and it can make your coffee and toast. Like, still at 40%. I'm assuming once I'm done this cup of coffee, I'll be down to 20%, and I might just run the toaster one more time just to see if it can be good. Okay, so my coffee's almost ready now, and it just dropped to 20%. That's 5 coffee. I mean, shouldn't be drinking more than 5 coffee. And the thing is, now, I don't have a solar panel yet, but I am going to order one. If I had the solar panel, this could be charging right now because the sun's out anyway. So by the time you have your 5th cup of coffee, the sun should be out. So no worries there. So now I just dropped at 20%, and she's about to be done. And it's not a little cup of coffee. I might have actually put too much in there, but it's going to keep going until there's no more water. So, oh, please stop. Oh, come on, stop. Nope, I'm gonna have to do a switcheroo. Ah, making a mess. Oh, now it stops. Yeah. It's fine. So if you're doing the van life thing, you got an outdoor cabin or whatnot, the EB55 is actually pretty good for most things. It's small, it's portable, it's perfect. So once I'm paired up with the solar panels, I shouldn't need anything bigger. All right, well, I'm gonna try to enjoy this coffee now. Then I got some work to do. Okay, you know what? I wanna see if I can kill this thing. Let's check her out. There's no toast in the toaster. I can do that, right? Should be fine. All right, so with the toaster, as you can see, it's 693 watts. Oh, 692, but we're basically at its max capacity. So we're gonna let that go through its whole cycle like if we were making toast, and we'll see. Okay, the toast just popped. Now this is kind of cool. It says 20% left, but there's also a little battery symbol here, which I didn't know it had because I watched other reviews on the EB55, and everybody kind of said that, oh, it's kind of annoying because when you got 20%, you don't know if you got like 19% or 1%. I'm assuming that little red battery means that I'm closer to the like 5% and below, and I'm about to run out of juice, which is fine. With everything I ran on this thing, I'm very impressed. All right, so I'm gonna test out the 12 volt recharging. I'm just going out to pick up some wood. At this point, I just killed it making toast. So it's just gonna charge while I'm going out to get some wood. So I was basically at 20% with the red light on. We'll see what it's at when I'm done, and I'll let you guys know how long it was running for. It's 1:30 now, so not even 2 hours, and it was charging pretty much the whole time. I shut off the Bronco a few times, but it was running while I was using the winch. So let's see what it's at. Oh. So we're back up to like 40%, which is not bad for just a few hours of driving. If you're out all day, it'll be good for you. Now I'm coming out and I'm noticing this tire is low. So I can keep the Bronco running and waste gas, or I can try the Bluetti. Let's see how it works for this little compressor for pumping up this tire. It works. It's only drawing like 113 watts, so I just need to get this tire to about 30 psi. 96 watts, so it's not drawing all that much power. I just want to point out one more reason I love the EB55. I'm out cutting wood right now. Yes, I'm out of breath. It's very dangerous. I always like to have my cell phone with me, but because there's not great reception, my cell phone tends to die really quick. Also, I'm usually filming videos out here, and it kind of sucks when you run out of battery. So I started bringing the EB55 with me. I just leave it down there to charge. I'll usually have a couple GoPro batteries charging, my Nikon camera charging. Got 3 things charging right now, and it's only taken like 2 watts. I'm still at 100%. I've been here all morning. I mean, it's never gonna run out. And the reason, yeah, I could plug it into the Bronco, and that's what I used to do. I used to press the accessory switch on so that I could charge everything. The chances of killing my battery are pretty low doing that, but if I ever hurt myself and I can't start my Bronco because I killed the battery charging my phone, I mean, that'd be pretty shit. So that's why I love being able to bring my EB55, then I don't have to worry about it at all. Okay guys, so I have my EB55 at full charge. I just want to conclude this video by showing you that some coffee makers can work with this. You just need one with like a thermos pot so it doesn't have a burner that'll overheat and trip the breaker. Pretty sure online this coffee maker is rated at like 1,000 watts, but as you can see, it's only using about 680. I've tried it a couple times already, and it does burn up about 20% of your juice to make a full pot of coffee. What's nice about it is you can do a full pot, and because of the thermos, it'll just stay warm so you can have your 2 cups of coffee each, and you're good to go. I don't really have much else to say. I love this thing. One thing I didn't mention, there is a light on the back, which is cool. You can put it super bright. You can, this is SOS mode actually, so if you get in trouble, you can activate that and turn it off. But it is nice when you get in your tent or your camper or whatever at night and you're looking for something, well, you got a built-in light. This is pretty easy to find, so you always kind of have your light there with you. Highly recommended. Really happy with this unit. Link in the description where you can get yours. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll make sure that I answer it as best I can. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.